Donald Trump orders Israel to immediately stop bombing Gaza as Hamas agrees to free hostages. Donald Trump ordered Israel to immediately stop bombing Gaza as he welcomed Hamas's partial acceptance of his ultimatum to end the nearly 2-year war. Hamas has agreed to release all hostages in return for Palestinian prisoners held in Israeli jails, as well as surrender governing power in the Gaza Strip, in accordance with Trump's plan. In a statement on Friday evening, the Palestinian militant group asked for further negotiations on other parts of the plan and did not say whether it would lay down its arms, a key part of Trump's proposal unveiled on Monday. Despite the qualified response by Hamas, Trump said in a post on Truth Social, "Based on the statement just issued by Hamas, I believe they are ready for a lasting peace. Israel must immediately stop the bombing of Gaza so that we can get the hostages out safely and quickly. Right now, it's far too dangerous to do that. We are already in discussions on details to be worked out. This is not about Gaza alone. This is about long-sought peace in the Middle East." In a brief video message posted separately, Trump said it was a very special day and added that everybody will be treated fairly. The unprecedented order from Trump underlined that Israel and Hamas are the closest they have been in 2 years to achieving an end to the war in Gaza. After the Hamas response, the office of the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu issued a statement cited by local media saying Israel was preparing for an immediate implementation of the first stage of the plan for the immediate release of all hostages. "We will continue to work in full cooperation with the President and his team to end the war in accordance with the principles laid out by Israel, which correspond with Trump's vision for ending the war," the statement said, making no mention of Trump's demand that Israel stop bombing Gaza. Trump is widely seen as the only international leader with the power to compel Netanyahu to agree to a ceasefire deal. Gaza's Civil Defense Agency said on Saturday that Israel had carried out dozens of airstrikes and artillery shelling on Gaza City, despite Trump's appeal. "It was a very violent night, during which the Israeli army carried out dozens of airstrikes and artillery shelling on Gaza City and other areas in the Strip, despite President Trump's call to halt the bombing," Civil Defense spokesman Mahmoud Basel told AFP. He said 20 homes were destroyed in the attacks. Gaza City's Baptist Hospital said it had received casualties from a strike on a home in the city's Tufa neighborhood, including 4 dead and several wounded, while Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis said 2 children were killed and 8 people wounded in a drone strike on a tent in a camp for displaced Gazans. In a statement earlier on Friday night, Hamas said it was giving its approval of releasing all occupation prisoners, both living and remains, according to the exchange formula contained in President Trump's proposal, with the necessary field conditions for implementing the exchange. Hamas also said it was prepared to turn over the administration of the Gaza Strip to a Palestinian body of independent technocrats based on Palestinian national consensus and supported by Arab and Islamic backing. However, the group said other issues in Trump's proposal would need to be discussed further within a unified Palestinian national framework. The unspecified issues would likely include arms, the withdrawal of Israeli troops from Gaza, and international guarantees for a permanent ceasefire. A senior Hamas official told Al Jazeera that the group would not disarm before Israel's occupation of the enclave ends, comments that underscored the gap between the parties. Trump's plan called for an immediate end to fighting in Gaza, an exchange of hostages and Palestinian prisoners within 72 hours of the deal's signing, a gradual withdrawal of Israeli forces from Gaza, the disarmament of Hamas, and a transitional authority led by Trump. The deal also stipulated a surge of aid to Gaza, parts of which are experiencing famine, and the reconstruction to the mostly demolished Strip. An AFP journalist in the Gaza Strip's coastal area of Al-Mawasi said they heard celebratory cries of "Allahu Akbar," "God is the greatest," rise from tents housing Palestinians as news of Hamas's response filtered through. "The moment I read the news, my body trembled and shivered. A feeling came over me like, 'Oh Allah, at last relief has come to us,'" Sama Alhu, a displaced Palestinian in Al-Mawasi, said. The deal was largely seen as unfavorable to Hamas and, if agreed in full, would likely spell the group's end as an armed Palestinian faction while demanding few concessions from Israel. International pressure on the group to accept the plan has been intense, with most regional and international powers,